Not everything, I'm not even saying. You and your friends, who gossip in everything. But I want everything. Sometimes I think it's what I tell you. Come to my house, you need and you drink. Go to money, what you gossip about me. What did they say in that? I'm not even good. I like be everything that they think that what we do. No, just pass the that we can get the one. Not keep glass, nobody can do that. Go. I'm on every day, get on the floor, tell them what we do. Everything is something that we produce. Get all day, make sure don't go to jail. But let the money spend, we let them do the play. I'm not different. When chicken say, go, it's all captain. I'm not different. When chicken say, go, it's all captain.
It's my musical. There are crimes in many places. In every community, you know, you can see. So if you see crime, report it. Don't take law in your hands for the right authority. But it can't take your law in. Crime Stopper here for us. Bringing safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor. If you see a you must take it. I mean you check. You wait for your safety. If you see it, don't keep it. You must call to report it. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and make it peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and make it peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia. From the center to interior, Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, Old Man Sam Cyan.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and make it peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and make it peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia. From the center to interior, Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crimes for all of us.
Yo, hello. I want to talk about violence. More violence is indiscriminate. It can happen for any reason and to anyone. Until we do something to stop the surge of vigilante-style justice in this country, none of us will be safe. My Liberia is Liberia of hope. In my Liberia, it is possible. Violence is not part of my Liberia. Violence leads to property damage, injury, or even death, as we are seeing recent months in several parts of Liberia, including Monrovia. Talk to people in your community about violence. Stand up against mob justice. Be a community hero. Liberia is all that we have. We must all unite to uphold the rule of law. This is Old Man Sam Sion, your community crime fighting partner. Thanks for listening. This is Old Man Sam Sion.
We want peace in Liberia, peace in Monrovia. We want peace in Liberia.
Randy, why you taking?
I said, darling, you look so worried.
Charles, I'm worried because I don't know where to get stuff for my shop and restaurant.
Oh, come on, man. Haven't you heard about Exodus Best Price Store on Gurley Street and Smart Road Junction on the Old Road?
Oh no, Charles, tell me about it.
Exodus Best Price Store got everything for your shop and restaurant. And the good news is that they have reduced the prices of club beer products and imported beverages. So to keep that graduation party, wedding reception, and whatever occasion jumping till the break of dawn, Exodus Best Price Store is that place for you.
Is that all?
No, they have for the first time introduced on the LIB market Buffalo Revive that comes with 4 different flavors: Cool Blue, Apple Kiwi, Full Red, and Fitness Orange. It's good for athlete and everyone. For wholesale and retail supply, call cell number 0770-617-575. Exodus Best Price Store on Gurley Street and the Old Road Smart Road Junction. We are your cheaper wholesale and retail store.
Exactly. When you want some more, I provide it. So we start to talk. Come on, I'm going deep and deeper. Put it to each game. We are living since in hot.
Listen, good morning to you folks and welcome to another brand new presentation of the program from the Print News. This Monday, October 13, 2025. My name is Wendell Nimna and I'm here this morning with my co-host Esther Daku, and together we'll run you up to 12:30 this afternoon. Esther, good morning and welcome.
Good morning, Wendell. Good morning to all of us today. It's good to be here on Monday, the first working day of the week, as a matter of fact, where we all can share what we have from the local dailies on our decks and our talking points.
Okay. All right, so let's welcome all of you, those of you watching us. Don't forget to help us share the live. You can also drop your comments, and we'll definitely read them out for you on this edition of the program from the Print News. All right, so let's begin now with the stories we have in our studio. This morning we have the Front Page Africa newspaper. We have the Front Page Mind. We have the Front Page Africa newspaper and the Daily Observer. But before we can begin the reading, those of you who are watching us, please help us and share the live. And please don't forget to always drop a comment and let us know from where you are watching. All right, so before me is the Front Page Africa newspaper, and I'm about to start the reading, but let me wish a big brother and a godfather happy birthday today. A big brother and friend celebrates his birthday. That's you, Uncle Godfrey Riches. Today is your birthday. You turned 73 today. Want to wish you all the best. Happy birthday to you, Uncle Godfrey Riches. Happy 73 years of existence.
Wow.
So we running you through now the Front Page Africa newspaper. Let's get to the top stories. It says snubbing Liberian-owned business is a question mark to this caption. Local aviation firm calls for fairness and inclusion within airport bid process. And another story here says horror in Monrovia. Esther, that's the same you see here. Footage shows group of motorcyclists brutally beating man accused of stealing motorbike.
brutally
Man, that video is
that
terrible.
PT is
That
on
that video is very
I'm
very
telling you.
terrible. We hope the police can apprehend all of those that were involved in brutalizing that young man to death. I'm telling you, it's so scaring. You know, when you see those kind of videos circulating on the social media, it shows to us that there is no law and order in this country.
Exactly. And they are brave to be on
On
camera. They
camera,
don't even care.
can you imagine that? More than 10, 15 men riding a motorcycle just passing over one man while he's lying there calling for help.
His face.
And can you imagine? Look, the
No.
video is so terrible. We hope that the police authorities can do
Sure.
all in their powers to have these perpetrators arrested.
Mhm.
All right, let's move on. And it says witch hunt or promotion. Senior JFD hospital official cries foul over unlawful placement and take case to CSA as management pushes back. Let's take few lines from this story. It has to do with labor. So let's get to few lines. Page 8 of the front page Africa newspaper. All right, it says here a senior official of the Jackson Hebdo Memorial Regional Referral Hospital has formally complained the hospital's management to the Civil Service Agency, alleging unlawful administrative action and unfair employment practices following what she describes as an unapproved and irregular reassignment by the institution's leadership. Ms. Lamont C. Loming, GFD's long-serving procurement manager, accused the hospital's chief executive officer, Dr. Victor Z. Kaiser, of violating the civil service standing orders by attempting to remove her from her legally recognized position and place her in a newly created role outside the hospital's approved structure. The JFD Memorial Hospital, Liberia's second largest referral hospital, was built by the government of the People's Republic of China as a gift to Liberia via a bilateral cooperation under Salif's administration. It officially opened in February of 2011 as a regional referral hospital, serving not only the surrounding Liberian region, but also communities, including some in neighboring Guinea and Cote d'Ivoire. All right, let's leave it right there and get to the big stories. Stan calls for dismissal of police IG Coleman and responding officers over Matthew Mosba death and egregious abuse of power. The Inspector General's misleading statements undermine public trust and breach ethical duty under Part 4, Section 7 of the Police and Immigration Act, which mandates transparency and accountability in law enforcement communications. Stan views the killing of Matthew Mosba as an egregious abuse of power and a tragic indictment of Liberia's policing culture. No family should call for police assistance and receive a corpse in return. Mosba K. Molo Jr., Chairman, Solidarity and Trust for a New Day. So we're trying to take few lines from that story. Let's get to few lines. The chairman of the Solidarity and Trust for a New Day, Stan Mosba K. Molo, has called for the immediate dismissal and prosecution of Police Inspector General Gregory Coleman following the killing of a 29-year-old Matthew Mosba, a mentally ill man shot by officers of the Liberia National Police in Congo Town. In a statement issued on Sunday, October 12, Molo condemned what he described as a cold-blooded and unlawful killing carried out by police officers who were called by the victim's family for assistance, not violence. According to Stan, the officer's response reflects a deep-rooted pattern of police brutality abuse of power, and disregard for human rights. That's a disregard for human rights. Eyewitnesses said that on October 8, police were called after Matthew experienced a mental health crisis. The first team of officers who arrived reportedly handled the situation peacefully and left after Matthew refused to be taken to a mental health facility. Later in the day, another team returned with a man identified as a doctor who attempted to sedate Matthew. During a struggle, Matthew allegedly injured an officer with a knife and retreated into his room. Reinforcements were then called, and officers reportedly fired several rounds inside the house, hitting Matthew as he hid in a bathroom. Witnesses and video evidence cited by Stan indicate that the wounded man was dragged outside, crying for help, and injected with an unknown substance while handcuffed and bleeding. He was later taken to the John F. Kennedy Medical Center, where he was allegedly left unattended after police labeled him as an armed robber. In response to public outcry, Inspector General Coleman appeared on the podcast where he claimed that 3 officers were attacked by Matthew with a cutlass and a concealed knife, and that police acted to neutralize a mortar threat. Stan said this account is false and part of a cover-up. Nothing that only one officer was injured, and that Matthew did not possess a cutlass or threaten the public. Mueller accused Coleman of deliberately misleading the public and glorifying the officers involved through a police-organized candlelight vigil, describing his actions as a betrayal of justice and an endorsement of extrajudicial killings. He said Coleman's conduct demonstrates a failure of leadership, accountability, and compassion, and he must therefore be dismissed immediately. Liberians cannot continue to live in fear of those who are supposed to protect them, Molo said. No family should call for the police for help and end up mourning a loved one. Inspector General Coleman has failed the country and must go. And lastly, for the front page African newspaper, Senator Koga dares VP Coon in battle for Nima's political dominance. Fight to control Nima. The vice president is not the first of Nima. He is the second of the republic. No other VP in Liberia has been reduced to a county figure. That is wrong. You cannot be the referee, then want to be football players. But as a leader, I must speak the truth. If he wants to face off, I'm ready. Samuel G. Koga, Senator Nima County. We will respond to you shortly, Senator Koga. And you say supporting you was a math? Wait and see. We made you, so you must respect us. Don Twain Grika, Representative District Number 6, Nima County. Nima is like a family tree. The branches of Nima County's family tree may sway in different directions, but its roots remain firm, strong, and unbreakable. Like the roots of a tree, Nima County's family ties may bend under pressure, but they will never break. Nyandi Twain Jr., Senator, Nima County.
And here is a follow-up that was posted 42 minutes ago
Okay.
on DN News. It says, Vice President Jeremiah Coon says there is no problem between him and Senator Samuel Koga. Speaking on Voice of Gompa, he said the stories about a fight between them are not true. Coon added that he still supports Koga fully and has no regrets about doing so. He also spoke about rumors of division among Nima leaders. Senator Samuel Koga and Senator Prince Johnson are very close, like brothers, and that he is stepping aside to let Koga lead. So that's it.
Okay, I think that follow up ends the story. So let's go to you to bring us the Daily Observer
Thank you.
copy.
And
Thank you very
it seems
much.
like we don't have much on the Daily Observer this morning, just a couple of few. And the top says illicit financial flows threatens Liberia US 1 billion revenue ambition. Corruption watchdog chief alarms. We want to take this story, Wendell. I think it's on page 10. Let's see. Okay, I don't think. Let's check on page 9. Hopefully, okay, it's on page 9 of this paper, and it says Liberia risks losing its ambition of achieving a US 1 billion national revenue target due to persistent illicit financial flows, gold smuggling, and corporate tax evasion, warns Mr. Harold Ado, Chief Executive Director of Integrity Watch Liberia. Speaking to this paper, business decks on the sidelines of the 13th Pan-African Conference on Illicit Financial Flows and Taxation PAC 2025 in Johannesburg, South Africa. Ado said Liberia's weak financial governance and failure to enforce fair taxation and depriving the country of millions of dollars in potential income. If you look at the artisanal mining sector, 90% of the gold that is mined in Liberia leaves our shores illegally. Ado revealed, we are losing huge revenue through smuggling and other illicit activities, which is denying the country the taxes and royalties it should be earning. According to him, illicit financial flows remain one of the greatest obstacles to Liberia's financial growth, undermining the government's goal to surpass the Bwaka-led administration. He launched the national budget recently in Sanikoli, and the target is to not only meet but exceed the US 1 billion revenue mark. Ado said, but how can we achieve that if the country is bedeviled by illicit financial flows? We must stop the bleeding. Ado pointed to the extractive sector, particularly gold and iron ore, as major channels through which the country loses potential income. He accused multinational corporations of exploiting loopholes in Liberia's tax regime through aggressive tax evasion and invoice mispricing. When you come to the largest scale mining companies like ArcelorMittal, Bill Mountain, and others, you have issues of commodity on the evaluation and aggressive tax avoidance, he said. For example, ArcelorMittal has failed to pay corporate income tax for over 20 years because it continues to declare zero profit. That, in our view, is an aggressive form of tax evasion. He warned that if such practices continue unchecked, Liberia will remain trapped in dependency and poverty. Our economic fundamentals have not changed in over 70 years. I will explain. We keep exploiting raw golds, raw iron ores, raw timber, and raw rubber without value addition. Firestone has been operating in Liberia for more than a century, yet there is still no value added processing. That means an industrial growth, no job creation, and no sustainable development. I will stress that Liberia's fiscal crisis is rooted not only in corporate malpractice, but also in weak leadership. Our data laws, and institutional incapacity. He said, the entire legal and regulatory framework governing extraction needs to be reviewed to conform to modern economic realities. Until we can change the fundamentals, it doesn't matter who is in power, the story will remain the same. He added that Africa's broader economic system remains locked in what he described as the colonial financial architecture, which continues to disadvantage resource-rich nations like Liberia. The global financial system is still an extension of colonization. I do argue Africa of value. Unfortunately, African leaders have not developed the sophistication to redesign an economic architecture that truly benefits the continent. Integrity Watch Liberia. Ado noted he been working closely with government institutions to combat illicit financial flows and improve domestic resources mobilization. Last month, we launched the LSA Financial Flow Policy Tracker in Monrovia. He said, we brought together the Ministry of Finance, the Liberia Revenue Authority, the Internal Audit Agency, and others to identify vulnerabilities and gaps that enable IFFS. A report from the assessment will soon be released. He disclosed that IWL is also supporting the Liberia Senate upcoming retreat aimed at developing strategies to increase revenue and enhance fiscal oversight. Integrity Watch Liberia is serving as technical secretariat for the Senate retreat. Ado revealed the goal is to ensure that the Senate the Senate and the executive can work together to meet and even surpass the US 1 billion mark, but that requires tackling of IFF's head on and ensuring companies pay what they owe. Although emphasize that corruption and weak compliance remain the biggest enablers of illicit financial flows in Liberia, we cannot fight IFFs without fighting corruption. He said, if someone is supposed to pay 500 million in taxes but can bribe an official with 500,000 to avoid it, the country loses. That is how corruption bleeds our economy. He called for stronger oversight from the legislature and renewed commitment from the executive to ensure accountability. Oversight must be strengthened, he urged, even if contracts are poorly negotiated, at least ensure companies comply with the terms, pay their taxes, respect environmental laws, and contribute to communities affected by extractive activities. The Integrity Watch had stressed that the fight against IFFs required collective national effort among government, civil society, and media and citizens. When a ship sinks, we all sink. As said, we must move beyond working in silos. Civil society, government, and the media should collaborate. Not just citizens, but propose workable solutions. He concluded that Liberia's fight against illicit financial flows will require a change in mindset from policymakers in Monrovia to ordinary citizens in rural communities. This is not an event, it's a process, he said. We must help Liberians understand the illicit financial flows affecting them directly. Fewer schools, fewer drugs in hospitals, bar roads, and poor services. Once people see the connection, they will demand accountability. As Liberia prepares its 2026 national budget, are those warning fiscal integrity and ensure that the nation's vast natural wealth benefits its people, not just foreign investors or a private few. We want investors to come, he emphasized, but it must be a win-win. When companies do the right thing, the country wins and citizens enjoy better services. That is the Liberia we are fighting for. This makes a whole lot of sense. A whole lot of sense. I hope we can include this in our talking point. But let's see more stories here. Liberian aviation frame crisis fall over airport bid process. When they've already brought that, we see Liberty Airlines challenges LAA on fairness, transparency, and compliance with Liberia's law. We have Liberia's NASCOP chief to lead Global Social Security Commission. Van Bamo's election marks a global vote of confidence in Liberia's social protection system, placing the country in a leading role to shaping international standards on social security compliance, coverage, and governance. That's it. Sierra Leone Samura wins 25. That's a 2025 Liberia Marathon. Liberia's Grace Dargor triumphs in women's half marathon. At the back page of this paper, Mother of Light French Embassy holds 5 days rehabilitation training. And this is right here. That's all we have on the back page. We'll take a few lines from here. The Mother of Light Rehabilitation Center, in collaboration with the Embassy of France in Liberia, has concluded a 5 days training of a trainers workshop aimed at strengthening community outreach and prevention efforts against drug abuse. The training held from October 6th to the 10th, 2025 at the Mother of Light Prevention Office in Conga Town brought together educators, youth leaders, and counselors trainers from Omar El Nur in Lebanon, facilitated the sessions, sharing best practices in drug prevention, rehabilitation, and community engagement, funded in 2016 by His Grace Bishop Guy Paul Nordrum of Lebanon. The MLRC has been at the forefront of drug rehabilitation efforts in Liberia, working closely with local and international partners to tackle addiction and promote recovery. Speaking at the closing ceremony, it says the French ambassador of Liberia, Her Excellency Madame Isabelle Lee Gollins, recounted how the idea of the rehabilitation support project was born shortly after her arrival in the country 2 years ago. According to her, a Senegalese journalist who have visited Liberia drew her attention to the country's worsening drug problem. The journalist's compelling article in Le Monde, one of France's most influential newspapers, highlighted the struggles of Liberian or young Liberians battling addiction. The article struck me because it exposed me to the harsh reality of drug abuse in Liberia. The ambassador said, when I later visited the El Nor Rehabilitation Center in Grand Bassa County, I was deeply impressed by the remarkable work being done there. She explained that her visit inspired her to explore ways to support the center, eventually leading to the creation of the training project. I am proud that through the support of the French government, we have been able to bring this program to life. She added, France remains committed to helping Liberia's community or Liberian communities combat addiction and rebuild lives. We'll leave you there and send controls to Wendell. Wendell, it's back to you.
Thank you very much. I think we have our weatherman with us, and so the weatherman is here. Let's see whether we can get to our weatherman for the weather update. But before we get to our weatherman, we'd like to recap all of the stories we brought to you from the front page Africa newspaper and the Daily Observer. All right after the recap, we will hear from our man Suleiman Tunis to give us the weather report for today. So let's begin with the top stories from the front page Africa newspaper. Snubbing Liberian-owned business is a question mark. Local aviation firm calls for fairness and inclusion within airport bid process. And horror in Monrovia, footage shows group of motorcyclists brutally beating man accused of stealing motorbike. Witch hunt or promotion? There's a question mark to this caption. Senior GFD hospital official cries foul over lawful placement and takes case to CSA as management pushes back. Stand calls for dismissal of police RG Coleman and responding officers over Matthew Mosba's death and Gregor's abuse of power. The Inspector General's misleading statement undermined public trust and breached ethical duty of the Police and Immigration Act, which mandates transparency and accountability in law enforcement communications. Stan views the killing of Matthew Morba as an egregious abuse of power and a tragic indictment of Liberia's police and culture. No family should call for police assistance and receive a corpse in return. Mobake Molo Junior Chairman, Solidarity and Trust for a New Day. Lastly, Senator Koga dares VP Kun in battle for Nimba's political dominance, fight to control Nimba. The vice president is not the first of Nimba. He is the second of the republic. No other VP in Liberia has been reduced to a county figure. That is wrong. You cannot be the referee, then you want to be the football players. But as a leader, I must speak the truth. If he wants a face off, I'm ready. Samuel G. Koga, Senator, Nema County. The man in Ammonia said, it says, we will respond to you shortly, Senator Koga. And you say supporting you was a math, wait and see. We made you, so you must respect us. Dowo Twain Grika, Representative District Number 6, Nima County. Nima is like a family tree. The branches of Nima County family tree may sway in different directions, but its roots remain firm, strong, and unbreakable. Like the roots of a tree, Nima County's family ties may bend under pressure, but they will never break. Yandi Twain Jr., Senator, Nima County. That for the front page Africa newspaper. All right, the man taking a cup of coffee. So let's get to the Daily Observer. It says here, illicit financial flows threaten Liberia's US $1 billion revenue ambition. Corruption watchdog chief alarms. Liberia aviation firms crash file over airport bid process. Liberty Airlines challenges LAA on fairness, transparency, and compliance with Liberian law. And Liberia's NASCOP chief to lead Global Social Security Commission. Van Bomo's election marks a global vote of confidence in Liberia's social protection system, placing the country in the leading role in shaping international standards on social security compliance, coverage, and governance. To the back page, Mother of Light and French ambassador hold 5-day rehabilitation training. Well, that does it for the front page Africa and Daily Observer. Let's run to our weatherman, Suleiman Tunis, to give us the weather report. Tunis, good morning from our end.
Good morning, Wendell. Good morning, Esther. How you guys doing? How was your weekend?
Oh, weekend was great.
Mine was great.
How was yours?
Mine was okay, even though it rained here like hell yesterday. And
Wow.
yes, we are back in the cool, So, as usual, we're now wearing jacket to work.
Wow.
It's very cool right after 4 o'clock. We're getting longer night now than longer day. So, yeah, we're experiencing those things again. But I can tell that Esther had a good day because her face shining and she look happy.
Wow.
That's small to me.
I didn't see your miss your face.
Okay.
Oh, that's true.
No, when we like interesting.
Anyway, guys, your weather, you have a little bit of good weather this afternoon. You're going to have cloudy weather. It won't be rain. It will be cloudy. The sun and the cloud will be mixing. There's a mix-up weather you got today. But as the day progresses tonight, in the nighttime, if you are working night or you are around and you living too far away, by 8 o'clock, try to head home because there's going to be a rainfall will be coming tonight, and that rain will stay with you till tomorrow morning. And as time goes on, the night goes on, the rain will be heavier. Around 9, 10, 11, 12 o'clock while you're sleeping, the rain will get heavier and heavier. And that rain will stay with you till in the morning, around 5, 6 o'clock before it subsides. Tuesday, tomorrow, is a very beautiful day. And until sometime you've experienced rain in the afternoon, but it's not going to last. Around the lunch hour, there will be some little bit of thunderstorm scatter, thunderstorm, and rain. But that will not last you. It probably will be like 1 hour, 2 hours, and it will go away. And the rest of the day and the night will be very beautiful for you. So let's stop here for the 2 days. We can handle the 2 days. Today is going to be a nice day for you. It's going to be cloudy and a little bit of sunshine and cloud will be mixed up. But as the night come, around 7, 8 o'clock, if you are around, you far away, you visiting Cinco and you living across the bridge, or you living across the bridge and you visiting Cinco, try to go back home because the rain will start coming and it will start getting heavier as the night progress. So that's it. Tomorrow is another day. It was a beautiful day tomorrow. Tomorrow is a beautiful day and don't worry about it. So that's about it. Yeah, thank you so much for hosting me. My people depend on Freedom FM. Freedom FM is always your accurate weather report, man. Suleiman Tun is coming to you live from the Big Apple, New York City. So that's it. You take it into consideration. Thank you again.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you.
Yes. Okay, Esther, you know, you got to be a little bit okay because you really shine you. I mean, we gotta...
I gotta be a little bit okay.
Okay, guys. See you guys.
No,
today, take care, man. Do have a wonderful week. We'll catch up tomorrow.
My regards.
That's great. Me too, man.
Okay.
All right, so folks, that was the weather report from our man Suleiman Hashim Tunis there in New York City. So today is going to be good up to evening time. A little bit of rain, like you said, tomorrow, good weather, and you just name it. So we're going to take our break. When we come back, Esther, this video I saw this morning is something that we need to talk about. So let's take our break. When we come back, hey, trust me, we're going to go into that video.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it's too terrible.
Very.
Yeah, I'm telling you. So let's hear from our sponsors and be back.
It's about musical. There are crowds in many places. In every community, you know, you can see. So if you see crime, report it. Don't take law in your hand, call the right authority. But it can't take your law in. Crime Stopper here for us, bringing safety to your door. Whether you rich or you poor, if you see a human target, enemy you check. Do it for your safety. If you see it, don't keep it. You must call to report it. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and make it peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and make it peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us.
Crime Stopper Liberia is your community crime fighting partner. Don't take the law into your own hands. Remember, if you see a crime, report it. This is a message from your own self, old man Sam Cyan.
Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and make it peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us. Crime Stopper, the people bringing safety to your door. Crime Stopper, stopping crime and make it peace for them before. Crime Stopper, Liberia, from the center to interior. Crime Stopper, keeping us safe, they're stopping crime for all of us.
Yo, hello. I want to talk about violence. More violence is indiscriminate. It can happen for any reason and to anyone. Until we do something to serve the search of vigilante-style justice in this country, none of us will be safe. My Liberia is Liberia of hope. In my Liberia, it is possible. Violence is not part of my Liberia. Violence leads to property damage, injury, or even death, as we are seeing in recent months in several parts of Liberia, including Monrovia. Talk to people in your community about violence. Stand up against mob justice. Be a community hero. Liberia is all that we have. We must all unite to uphold the rule of law. This is Old Man Sam Sion, your community crime fighting partner. Thanks for listening. This is Old Man Sam Sion.
We want peace in Liberia, peace in Monrovia. We want peace in Liberia.
Randy, why you taking?
I said, darling, you look so worried.
Charles, I'm worried because I don't know where to get stuff for my shop and restaurant.
Oh, come on, man. Haven't you heard about Exodus Best Price Store on Gurley Street and Smart Grove Junction on the Old Road?
Oh no, Charles, tell me about it.
Exodus Best Price Store got everything for your shop and restaurant. And the good news is that they have reduced the prices of club beer products and imported beverages. So to keep that graduation party, wedding reception, and whatever occasion jumping till the break of dawn, Exodus Best Price Store is that place for you.
Is that all?
No, they have for the first time introduced on the LIB market Buffalo Revive that comes with 4 different flavors: Cool Blue, Apple Kiwi, Full Red, and Fitness Orange. It's good for athlete and everyone. For wholesale and retail supply, call cell number 0770-617-575. Exodus Best Price Store on Gurley Street and the Old Road Smart Road Junction. We are your cheaper wholesale and retail store.
Exactly. When you want some more, I provide it. So we start to talk. Come going deep and deeper. Put it to.
Let's say a big thank you to our sponsors, Crime Stopper Liberia. We heard from its chief executive officer this morning on the Freedom Rise show, talking about the way we can prevent crimes and the way we go about, respecting the laws in our country. And also proud to be associated with the program is Mayuba and Sons Incorporated. Also, one is on Gurley Street and the other one is on the Old Road Smart Road Junction. Those of you having that special occasion, graduation, wedding reception, repast, and whatever occasion you're having that you would need drinks we recommend Exodus Best Price Store. They have everything there that you will have to suit up that occasion. And they are also into delivery service. So it depends on the quantity of goods that you will buy. And then you will have access to their delivery service. But Esther, let's get to you first with the comments, and then we'll come back and get straight into our talking points.
Okay, you want that?
Yeah, sure.
Well, let's see. We have a couple of comments. We have Fred Pega says, "Good morning, Freedom FM. I'm watching from Single 11th Street." We have Darlington Rule says, watching from District 13 Ophir. We have Stephen Ebar says, "Good morning, Freedom Print News family. I am following the show from Dakar, Senegal." We have Gay Caesar Divine Grace Brashon Trainer says, "Good morning, guys. I'm following from Panosokeba. Thank God for this beautiful Monday morning." Abraham and Allison says, "Greetings, Freedom FM family. I'm following live from a residence somewhere in Monrovia. Thanks for the information." Duete says, "Good morning from Minnesota family." Rose Nimlin Bella says, "Good morning, Freedom family." And we have Lloyd Gillette says, "Good morning." We have Fengba OK Yang says, "I'm watching you live from Jenny, Liberia town, Chroma Clan, Tiawa District, Grand Cape County, Republic of Liberia." We have Roland W. Toll. He says, "Good morning, Freedom FM family. My name is Musical Roland T.W. Toll. I'm watching the show live from Patrick Factory Community, Japan Freeway, Montserrat County, Liberia." We have Emma Lee says, "Good morning." James Keller says, "Liberia has turned to a complete joke on this Sierra Leonean old man Baka." We have Karike Passaway says, good morning, my dearest friends. Good morning to you, ma'am. We have Benedict Yanti says, hi, I'm watching from Newtown. James S. Killer says, the government doesn't respect the law. How would the citizens respect the laws? So these are all of the comments, Wendell. So far, I think we'll take comments after our calls before we can go.
Yeah.
Other comments will come. We have Rebecca.
Esther, is I don't know where to start from. That video got me so scared this morning. I'm telling you.
Right.
Yeah, because look,
when I saw it first on yesterday, I was shocked. But I mean, just before we go into our talking point window, I just want us to throw a little light on this illicit financial flows threatening Liberia US 1 billion revenue ambition.
Okay.
This thing is this is not something that is strange or something that is new. This is something that we've known about all along. From the moment we started seeing what Burkina Faso, government was getting involved with, when they started having issues with France and all of that, this is when our eyes started to open a little bit. Most of us who, follow what's happening in Burkina Faso, we've got to realize that African leaders, Wendell, have been very complacent with some of the things that they have met, embedded in our constitution or some of our fundamental rights, some of the ways we go about concession agreements. This country was funded fully with pioneers, people who migrated from different places and came here. There were a lot of things that were binding on them because of where they were getting the support from and all of that. This is the 21st century. You have your country in your own hands, and thank goodness that Liberia is not like Burkina Faso that is paying tax to France. I believe this current president have ended that thing, but this is one of the good things. We are not paying tax to nobody, right? We have the natural resources. The amount of natural resources that can make Liberia live, Liberians live real royalty. We have gold, we have rubber, we have iron ore. What are we doing with them? You have different companies that are forfeiting without own their taxes. And that's what the guy said. He said, if these people are paying their taxes, even if they're not, handling all the other small stuff, then the tax alone coming to government is a lot. It's going to do a lot for this country. You will have just one person taking bribe from a whole company instead of $1 million coming to the country. That company bribing that person was taking on $5,000. At the end of the day, what the Liberians supposed to benefit from, they will not benefit from it. At this time in our country's history, government school students stay paying school fees. Why? When is Liberia going to reach to a stage where her citizens will begin to enjoy her? Instead of just paying the money, we pay taxes to government, we don't see nothing. We're still riding on faulty roads. Every time you got to take your car to the garage. This is a really sad thing. And you have foreigners who come to mine your different resources. They are the ones that are enjoying it. Look at the concession with Firestone. Look at time I was down there and I felt really bad. Even electricity window, the people don't have it. And they are being restricted. They cannot put a generator there. You can put generator on. So if we can put generator on, provide electricity for us. At the Vera houses window, there is 24 hours electricity. I was in Firestone. This is not something that's happening now. During the 2003, my father had to relocate us to Firestone because where he worked at the time, he still had to be going to work. And it was at the airport. And so we had to move Firestone. The house they gave us was one of these people's house. One of the manager's house. It is during wartime when they are telling you 24 hours electricity. Current don't go. How are you living like this? And I'm talking about 2003. So look at the upgrade they have done with themselves. And look at the way the people live there. Typical Liberians. This is not good for our country. We are forfeiting on a lot of revenues that should be coming to government. And we're only focusing on the citizens. We're only focusing on private sector. which is wrong. When you go to some of these institutions, then go ask how much people paying for taxes, how much they deduct from people's salary. You will not believe it that some people paying 500 US for tax. Do you know that? Somebody who work, that's their worth. But then you have your net worth, you have your gross income. They take that money from there, they pay for taxes. And you have these people coming in the country to mine your resources. And then you take little or nothing from them, you put it in your pocket to enrich yourself, to send your children out of the country. And at the end of the day, the rest of the Liberians keep suffering. Are we suffering because we don't have it? No. We are suffering because the leaders that we have, until they can visit these things.
Bad governance.
Until they can visit these things, this is Liberia for you. Liberia is not going to change under no president. It's going to be like this. Until you visit those laws, go back on the different concession agreements you have signed, and let the people, those promises, those things that they signed, they should do it, Wendell. If I'm supposed to employ like paying them $75, I'm paying them $100. Is that okay, Wendell? At the end of the day, that no money, I put it together and put it in the labor minister pocket, or I put it in the person pocket.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, how do you expect your citizens' life to change? How do you expect their lives to improve? Some people making $100 a month. They got a family. Some of them renting places. They don't even have a home to they call their own. They have to rent. At the end of the day, how do their kids go to school? How do you feed your family on $100 a month, Wendell? How do you do that? At the end of the day, people get involved with a lot of things that they should not be involved with.
It's
and our suffering will not end just now, Wendell. Until the people can listen. Until you can listen, you write these things down and revisit these things to help your people, is not going to change. Go see your citizens crying at the different foreign companies and they work for. Go hear them crying. Go look at what they're making. Go look at the work they're doing. It is sad. It is time that government look into this. Revisit the laws. Some of the people sign an agreement to build schools when they bring the concession. How you call? You can sign that memorandum of understanding, but they're not doing what they're supposed to do. Are you even going after them? You're not. And it's sad. Really sad, Wendell.
Sad time for our country, Esther. I don't know, but in other countries that war was fought, the people, they have gone far ahead.
Far.
Because they have realized that, look, the war that we fought, it was to bring changes.
Exactly.
So we need to put all of these changes into work. So you see other countries are progressing because the leaders, decided to prioritize the people.
They are far-sighted, Wendell.
The interests of the people must be prioritized.
Right.
But the case of Liberia is different.
Exactly, Wendell. Let's take for example here. Look at Ghana.
We have all of these concessions, like you said. All of these concessions that we saw in this country was under the leadership of Madam Ellen Johnson Sirleaf.
Right.
66 concessions were signed under the watch of Unity Party. And what baffles me to the point is that, Esther, you have all of these concessions in the country. They have made promises to the people that we will do X, Y, Z for you. At the end of the day, nothing happened for the people. They promised to build schools. They promised to build housing for the people. They promised to improve them, their salaries. They promised to give them everything they deserve as citizens of this country. But when you have your leaders, when the leaders we have don't prioritize the people, these are the things that happen.
Yeah.
You see people right now, B. Martin is bringing in people now into the country to wash cars.
Look at that.
Because the government has increased the work permit to $3,000. So trust me, this work permit thing is going to put a lot of Liberians out of job. Because Liberians, they are struggling. They don't have money. We don't have money, right? So the people who got money, they're willing to pay the $3,000 to bring their people in the country. So the jobs Liberians are doing, they're going to take Liberians from the jobs and give it to their people because they pay the $3,000 for work permit.
Exactly.
So you see, a lot of Liberians would definitely get out of job because what we are seeing now, people from outside coming into our country, washing cars and getting all the benefits. Car washing again, you got to bring people in the country to do it. But Esther, let me get to this video thing involving this motorcyclist. Fellow Liberians, we don't support, people going to steal from you. We don't support that. But when the criminals are caught, you turn them over to the law. Look, I don't understand what kind of country is this. Liberians are so brave to see human being and just take away their life.
I'm saying.
You think to take away somebody's life is something easy, or is something that you have to celebrate, or you celebrate for to take away somebody's life? Look at that video.
In as much as
More than 10, 15 persons riding the motorbike on the man, passing all on his head, passing all over the other man there with knife cutting his feet. Look, this took place according to the caption in the Johnsonville area.
Look at that.
On Sunday, yesterday. So all of those motorcyclists within that Johnsonville belt must be arrested, because right now some of them will be hiding because they know the video have gone viral. So a lot of them will be in hiding. So your colleagues there can identify them, because it's sad. We didn't send that guy to go and steal your motorbike, but you already caught the man. Why don't you turn him over to the police?
Even if you beat him up when you're still handing over the police, taking his life,
you don't have right to do it. So right now as we speak, that entire Johnsonville area, all the motorcyclists in that Johnsonville area, what the thing
there should
happened?
be questioned.
Exactly.
They should identify their friends because they know those guys who are in the video.
No, you're watching the video. I don't know, man.
Checking.
You're watching that kind of video. You see him being lying down, and somebody like you just sleeping, and somebody just juking you with net, just juking you with net all the way. You say stop. The person stayed there. Look at what is happening in this country. So people just jump on in the morning that they just feel that they are law and order in this country. They do anything and go with impunity. Look at the guys. Look at what they did. Are we supporting criminals? No. But when crimes are committed, when the criminals are caught, you turn them over to the law. You turn them over to the law. But Esther, you see too, when the leaders don't respect the laws, the ordinary citizen would violate the laws, or they would disrespect the laws too. Because every day we sit behind these microphones and tell our people that it's not good to take the laws into your hands. Mob justice is not the way forward.
No, it's not.
It's not the way forward. Look, the thing is so scary. It's like somebody just laying down the car and pass over you again, come out again, just pass it over you. How they were using the guy, what they were doing to him now with the motorbikes. All the motorbike riders that we saw in that video, they all live in the Johnsonville area. So the police should be after them by now.
Wow.
And bring those perpetrators to justice.
That video is disturbing.
It's disturbing. It's disturbing.
Very much. What?
We even get that kind of face to just look at that video to witness that kind of video.
People brave.
People just brave.
Anyhow.
People just brave, Esther.
I understand that the back rogues, they are horrible window. When they want to steal a motorbike, they don't even care what the people on it. They would just, hit you sucking away or use cutlass, cutting, all of that. We understand all of these things, but you cannot take the law in your hands.
You would say, it would serve as a deterrent. Yeah, we agree. It would serve. We're not saying that it should go and steal your hard-earned something. All right? Well, you already caught the person.
Right.
The man tried, he attempted to steal from you and you caught him. So what do? You turn him over to the police. That's the first point of contact. You turn him over to the police.
Somebody know.
and he will be charged by the police and forwarded to court. That's the process to follow. But you grab the man, you lie him on the floor, on the ground. I'm sorry,
Beat
on the
him up
ground.
where he
You
can't
know,
even
riding
walk,
on
riding
motorbike, or he just passing your head with motorbike. What kind of life is that? What kind of country?
This one happened yesterday. The one that happened before yesterday.
Yesterday?
It's also on the social media.
Yeah.
You know, you will see his blood pouring out of his
Yeah.
head.
Yeah. Esther, when you
Yeah,
look,
man.
Esther, when you're somewhere, when they say, "Oh, that motorbike rider there, well, that motorbike that man steal it." When you see the amount of human being that can be chasing that man on motorbike, just
What
man.
did Terrence
our
steal
country
back
gone,
then
our
from
country
everyone?
bad. Oh, this
did they
country
steal
is
back then?
bad. Our country is bad
Somebody will
because
steal their own bike.
you go certain places, certain time, you don't even see police. So it just tells you how vulnerable
Yeah.
we are.
Yeah. What you saying?
Yeah.
I can confirm it. On Friday, I left town around 9 something. I left town,
Mhm.
and they breached. I don't know whether they stopped, putting checkpoint there because since that guy died. But
Mhm.
when I was going home Friday, it was after 9 o'clock. There was no checkpoint. There was no police. I mean, the way you can see police presence down there at that hour, they can have one side of the
Yeah.
place blocked. I mean, nothing. The whole place
Nothing.
was free, clear.
Nothing. You
We
go to
drove,
all
you went to Freeport, same, no police.
You go to most of the zones and depots,
Right,
they are
9 o'clock.
abandoned at night. You go to most of the zones and depots, they are abandoned at night. The police only work in the day.
This country is not safe, Wendell.
The police only work in the day. Because all of the zones and depots supposed to be working 24 hours around the clock. You're supposed to have police changing shifts.
Mhm.
There's the first shift, the second shift, the third shift.
Mhm.
All right? You're supposed to have police people plying the various streets of Monrovia and its environs.
Right.
So that the people that live in Bonnetsville, when they see the presence of the police, they be relaxed. They feel relaxed. They go to bed, they be relaxed. That know the police in the area, nothing will happen. But when there is no police, the entire place is vulnerable. Anybody can have you and go. What
Not
kind of
just
country
any
is this?
Police that are armed.
Yeah, armed police supposed to be patrolling the
Patrolling at
streets
night.
at night. Armed police. In the day part, we can manage it. So, I don't understand the country. The BB police people, then they will take all the cars they carry home in the night. The people don't have
And
cars to
one
patrol.
thing
They
I
got
don't
all
understand.
the motorbikes what they brought.
So
Where
I
did
wonder
they
in the day, police supposed to
Work?
go there, run out all over the place.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
You will see about 4 or 5 police
Yeah.
officers at one point.
Yeah.
Causing traffic for people.
If you have police,
What
if
is
you,
doing at
if you
night?
have armed police to where that incident took place, those guys were
See
never
what
going to do
happened?
that. Because they
wasn't.
know the presence of the police, they see the presence of the police. They were never going to do that. It's scary.
Very.
That somebody attempted to steal motorbike, you catch the person, so you must kill them. Who gives you the right to do it? That's why we can be telling you our children then. The mind that the people get outside there for you, if you don't put yourself in a better position,
It's
that's how your
scary.
life is going to end up.
The one that worries me, Wendell, is the fact that why if somebody lie on someone's name and say
Mhm.
person in a bad
Bad
road,
rule.
is that how they will kill them?
Yeah.
You take the law in your hand, no
That the
investigation.
lady, you remember the lady there all the time?
Yes, for red
red
lights.
light.
You don't do that. This is taking the law in your hands. We have been playing
What-
this Crime
the
Stopper
thing is-
app
the thing's-
over
yeah, man.
and over on this radio. We've been playing this Crime Stoppers app, taking the laws in your hands.
So
That kind of style of justice is wrong. You don't have the right to
Look,
do
man,
that.
it's
And that's why
it's
those guys
sad.
should be apprehended, Wendell. We hope
Yes.
the police are on top
Yes.
of them. We
The
hope
police can
guys
look at
be
the video.
identified and arrested.
The police can look at that video and go after them. In fact, some of the motorcyclists
that are
within the Johnsonville
should
belt
be able to
identify
them.
some of
Know
them.
their
They know their
houses.
houses.
Yes.
Because this is uncalled for. You can't do that in a civilized country. It's sad, though. Those of you who watch this video, you know what I'm talking about. It's very sad. Esther showed me that video. I got scared. Nigga, when people, something, even when Pin Juke, you said the way you feed them, for you to be taking
Somebody's
a
life.
moving object to be riding it on somebody, what is that? So Colonel Gregory Coleman, you need to do something about this. This is very sad. It's terrible. Go after that video and make sure those perpetrators are brought to justice, because what they did is against the law. That's mob justice. And mob justice shouldn't be tolerated in our country, because we have laws on the books that if you catch a criminal, you turn he or she over to the police, not to take the laws into your own hands. But let's take a few calls. Maybe we can go for the remaining comments we have. Let's take them in quickly, take a few calls, and then we out of here at 12:30. But where our country is headed is very bad.
Okay, I think I'm gonna leave.
I think you stopped with James Kelly, right? Kelly was this Kelly.
James, okay. We have no, we passed. We have Benedict Yanti. He says, "Hi, I'm watching from Newtown." James S. Keller says the government doesn't respect the law. How would the citizens respect the law? And then we have James again says the old man came from Sierra Leone and became president of Liberia. What a shame. And Junior Jake Pass says, "Good morning. I'm watching you guys from Minnesota." Ezekiel Yeman Johnson says, "Good morning, Freedom F." Hemming says, "We used to pay taxes to U.S. government until 1987, when Doe told the Liberian have a rally." Okay. We have James S. Keller says, "Esther, the only way Liberia will be okay when that Sierra Leonean old man is out of our country. The man sent for his family people from Sierra Leone to come steal." And then Benedict again says, the presidents of African countries and their ministers are slave masters, especially in Liberia. And he says, "No cool leaders in Africa." James again says, "Esther, calm down before your BB go up, because under the Sierra Leonean government in Liberia, you will be disappointed every day. Nothing will change in Liberia, my dear." And now you say, "The government killing people, so the citizens doing their own. I'm sorry that young man had to die. The government need to put their act together and stop bullying people." And T. Max Gabriel Wule says, "Good afternoon, Mr. Nimlin and darling. I'm following from District 13 from our District 13 resident. Rebecca Seon says, "Police themselves are killing the people." And
there you go.
Ambassador Walton Bucci Morgan Jr. says, "I'm following from Johnsonville resident." Yeah, Wendell, these are all the comments. Let's go.
Thank you very much, Esther. Let's take a few calls and then we go home. 0776 104 104 086 500 104. Those of you outside Liberia, the WhatsApp line is active, +231 86 500 104. 1 minute for every caller. Nobody going to surpass more than 1 minute. 1 minute for every caller. So please take note of that. Let's talk to you. Hello?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Let's go straight to the point. Your name and where you calling from?
Peter Star, came from Sogan before. Taking myself.
Okay.
So when I see there's a delicate situation that we all need to be careful and take our time to discuss. I got a brother of mine in my community now who was out born crippled, but right now, because of motorcycle war, he's a man with one arm now. The arm was chopped off because of his own back, and the sad part of the thing is that the back was not even for him. People come back and give it to us. And when we have to those back for us, we are left with nothing but to go to jail. Those guys, they are on cartel. They got the police on the cartel. They got some medical practitioners because the guy got injected. They got injected while they get injected away. They take our property. And we got innocent getting one of the biggest budget in our country who are there to trace legal information. But there is a war against our sector and nobody speak about it. It's something we will take the law in our hand because the law is not working for us. It's the time will come and condemn us. Just recently, a guy was taking a public power court and bombing a line right on the street. Go on Facebook now, just knock these vehicles criminal after they are doing about body killing.
Okay.
Don't happen in the Canada, don't happen in Canada. Why was talking for us when we take lawyer? But the reason why we take lawyer our hands, the law is not working for us. People say, oh, the guy, we say, we can even go after location, even the court. Even the court is completion. The guy in my community I'm talking about, we took those 3 guys who took the guy. Because the back away, we call them, we took them to police. They took them, they don't know about the case. We took them to court. And I'm sorry, we saw the outside.
Okay.
They took for them, telling the court that, oh, they put them down in jail. They were free here.
Thank you.
What will you do?
Thank you very much. Thank you, Peter. Thank you. And you know, I mean, it's just sad where people take their cases to, you know, to get justice, and they don't get justice, you know. So they end up taking the laws into their own hands, which we don't encourage. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mr. Ninghe. Let me say good afternoon to Darlene.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Welcome, David. Let's hear you in a minute. Go ahead.
Yeah, I join you from North Nigeria.
Go ahead.
This is matter for you, Mr. Ninghe. The country is going amok. And this is just one of those mob actions you just wasted in the studio. There have been a lot of mob action. I think about, if I'm not mistaken, 2 weeks ago, in the JFZ Road area, there's a guy who they claim that he stole motorbike. Particularly they push it out there from the back of his neck. You could see pulling for all of that guy. The guy witnessed such a thing. They was doing the war where people are being executed and affected that way. So today, those very things have come to us. But I knew very well that we were going to see those kind of things, because we saw him doing the campaign where a young man was mobbed and the house was broken down on him, was mobbed to death by members of the Unity Party. The 3 guys who led the game to kill that guy. The worker gave them job. Not just a job. One of them senators did it for 4 years. And another one commissioner, the other minister, the mayor. Like the last of Queen Johnson, who had the late Joshua Solomon by his trans, the young beating and killing. Today she wanted the director and the people of Morovia.
Okay.
So you expect most of these things to happen. But maybe will do nothing. Because maybe church don't believe in the law. The law of this country has been violated by the president and maybe. So they will not take anything serious. These are the kind of things they will embrace.
Thank you, David.
Thank you.
Thank you, David. Thank you so much. Sad time for our country. Hello?
Yeah, good afternoon.
You care to reduce the volume of your radio, or I'll let you go? Go ahead. Welcome. Let's hear you.
Yeah, you see, one of the things we should blame ourselves in this country. You know yourself that your friend going into that people house, you're looking at him to host. And you see the beating and the killing the person, and you have that kind of feeling of your friend. Why would you tell a man asking your friend go to, and you go into it, and you know the bad blood that will come from there? It's what happened to that police family guard, and he's talking about all the video. I listen to all the conversation we have. You see, in this country, we got law and order. But if you continue to advance, and you're always advancing to this address, don't steal, don't corrupt, don't do this. If you do such, this kind of a thing will happen to you. It's the same with the drugs. You see, what brother, go out. I advance for day one when you start on the opium, so it's almost opium, what you call, I don't know that the other name they call it, but we don't know about grass or opium. And when you be smoking here, you put it out back. You were in here for a normal day up to this day, you just passed away 2 years ago. So if you're telling the child people want a packer, you don't listen, then it's just packing to see. just telling a friend to go out when half an hour money before buying a motor back. Then a friend claims because they don't have money, other than that, go themselves to say, okay, that was just back with you, man. That was just a motor and kill him. The parents kill them motor, kill them motor and go. Why do you want to kill the person? Then the police business, the security business in this country, the owner of that law, the police director is yelling at Joseph F. Taylor Police for New Jersey. Then you call down the numbers of the police officers that only speak in the daytime. And the next security should be more.
Okay.
But you go red light, you go Broadway, you go Martha, you go Market Chapel, go back to Western Job, Round Highway, Highway, all that over the police highway, police.
Thank you very much. I think the caller made a fine point. Hope the IG will take note. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mr. Winder. This is Edward Masapon, calling from Tower Road, Nicojan, District 16.
Go ahead.
The reason about security system in our country is that we leave everything with the police. I grew up in Sierra Leone. I know how to do their security system. They don't leave everything with police. If the government can put on army people among the police to help the police, it will be better for us in the country. But to leave everything with police is full of compromising. So you don't need security system with police.
Thank you.
To be asserted to help them, it will be okay. Because we the citizens of this country will affect the army people. You see? But police takes up responsibility of the state security is very much bad.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Master Quet. Thanks for your contribution. Let's talk to this person. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon, sir. I'm Kelvin Maxwell, calling from around the First Street there.
You have a minute. Let's hear you.
Yeah, it's concerning this, public God Mason in a bureau. You never hear say this man back God Mason and then he go to the police station because he knows that if you go to the police station, nothing will come from out of that case.
Mm-hmm.
So you find out that even if they see somebody back here, they will just forget about it because you know that no outcome of what, even if they run behind. Furthermore, when I saw that video on Facebook last, I thought that maybe it was some part of Nigeria. I never read it, whatsoever or comment the person posted, but I just saw the video. I thought it was another African country that they treated that guy like that. Until I get to know later on now, it was somewhere around that they treated like that. And those things all is going on. And these guys are doing these things, shooting people back to. I learned of such a case last before month. A guy who has a baby mother, he has renters on him. We have a lot of things to be done. The only motor bomb is depending on go on traffic and get something for his family. They stole that bag for that guy. And when the guy did out of frustration, he went, he think himself. The guy think his found out that guy died because somebody who don't want to find something to do and they pass around stealing people things. So I think there's a serious mental people place to after criminal at least they will get the people trust that if they grab this criminal, let them to the police because something will be done about it.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Let's leave it there because of time. Let's take you, Amara Talawale. Let's give you a minute to make your contribution.
Good morning, Wendell, and good morning, Esther.
Good morning.
I had to call this morning, this afternoon out of the stream and given the nature of the topic under discussion. The police are aware of most of the activities we know. We know. Ghana's vehicle. Bearing in mind today, all of you who live there and can travel along that place, from Chocolate City Junction, New Georgia Junction, Small Marco Junction, right? That entire route, what they call U-curve, going to Balanceville by way of Small Marco, where they get a Romandia school, going that road.
Yes, and then
Safi, Patient Shop, Balanceville Junction. We know the only place that along that freeway that don't try that thing too much, that by the time you hit the double bridge going towards how you call it Black Gina and going there, because the Madigo guys there are sorry for the brothers there can take matter in their own hands too. The situation that is systemic. Our brother, when our big brother decide to leave talking and focus on the work of police, too many things will be on earth. Those guys are aware. The intelligence unit in the police have no information where to go after those people. So if you travel at night with them, you will know that we are only surviving here by the special grace and mercies of God. But if you get anywhere beyond vulnerability, that's how vulnerable we are in the country.
Exactly.
Just go to your police station, you listen banjo, just take a stroll to there, go to the banjo depot, come to Allen Clinic Junction,
Nobody.
go to Zone 1. They leave police aides there and go by their businesses because the police aides can stop cars in there, get money from motorcycles and other people, whoever they are, they leave them to go. I hope that Balotelli, Deputy Minister for Public Affairs, can reinvest the energy that he has to be insulting state leaders, state men. He can really reduce it to use the national platform on Thursday. Like you can do in your promote, to Omen Sensayon on mob justice and other things. I hope that Balotelli Deputy Minister and his bossmen can use their platform on Thursday.
Okay.
For once to inform the Liberian populace on the danger of mob justice.
Thank you.
Instead of insulting and bad-mouthing reputable people and people who are on the who see the going form of Liberia to be their business. Instead of insulting them, for once this coming Thursday, use that platform, educate our public on the importance of keeping peace and mob justice.
Thank you. Thank you, Amara. Thank you very much. That was very salient. Esther, let's take a few comments and we go home. No time. We're not taking any more calls. We're pressed for time. So we just have one or two comments to go and then we out.
All right. James S. Killen says the police people can be doing woto in the night. That in the day, then in the day they harass the citizens. Kadi K. Passaway says the Internal Affairs Minister bragged about mobbing someone. What do you expect? However, we hope Liberians can face their fears from the war by taking advantage of rehabilitation and counseling program that could be initiated by the government. And she says again, Liberia never paid taxes to America. Liberians were paying back their debts as they were requesting at the time. Okay.
All right, so folks, that's all the time we've got to be here. We'll be here, God's willing, tomorrow. Tomorrow, we'll be here to bring you another presentation. Thanks to our sponsors, Crime Stopper Liberia, Mayuba and Sons Incorporated, Exodus Best Price Store on Gurley Street and the Old Rose Mad Road Junction. My name is Wendell, and Esther Daku was here. Until then, do have a pleasant Monday.